Hey, what's up, everybody? This Eve coming at y'all with another episode of Hit the Sled. Hey, before we get started on this week's episode, follow me. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Man, I'm everywhere. Follow me. We got some things I'm cooking up behind the scenes, some things that's coming. Stay with me. I'm coming. We coming. Hit the sled. We coming. So for this episode right here, previewing today's Saturday's big game, Colorado against USC. It's a big game, along with some of the other college football games that I feel like are big games coming up this weekend. Colorado against USC. It's a big game. It's a big game for both teams. Colorado coming off that bad bad loss they took against Oregon. USC coming off it was a win, but they struggled against Arizona State. They really did. They struggled. So they coming off, both teams, one coming off a win, one coming off a loss. We're gonna see, but it was real tough for them for both teams. USC, they trying to bounce back, like I said. They trying to come back from that win against Arizona State. Lincoln Riley. Let's see if they're going to be able to get them boys ready to go. They coming into Colorado. They coming in the Folsom Field. It's going to be a hostile crowd. Colorado coming up that big loss against Oregon. We about to see. And again, it's going to be a star-studded affair. We got LeBron going to be there. LeBron and Bronny James going to be there. Think about this. It's going to be a Colorado game playing USC. It's going to be big noon. Big noon kickoff is going to be there again. We got LeBron and Bronny James going to be there. We got Jay-Z going to be there. I'm going to get to why Jay really going. I'm going to get to that just in a couple minutes. Jay going to be there. Snoop going to be there. Lil Wayne about to come back again. DJ Khaled gonna be down there. Khaled coming all the way from Miami to Colorado. Think about that. You got Matthew McConaughey. He gonna be there. He's one of the biggest boosters for the University of Texas. He gonna be down there. Think about that. And you're gonna have Will Ferrell there too, Mr. USC, along with Snoop. They USC guys. But Will Ferrell gonna be there. You think Will Ferrell would have been at a Colorado game against USC last year? 11 o'clock their time, early in the morning. Will Ferrell flying in from California. He probably ain't staying in Denver. He coming in, flying in early in the morning. You think he doing that if it wasn't because of Coach Prime and them at Colorado? You got Jay there. Now, mind you, Jay owns Rock Nation. Who's the other quarterback? Caleb Williams. Jay is going to put his own eyes on Caleb in real life. Don't make no mistake about it. Rock Nation will be trying to get Caleb Williams as one of their clients. There's no doubt about it. Jay personally gonna be down there. Those are A-list celebrities. Gonna be at USC Colorado. Think about that. In your wildest dream, did you ever think that last year at a USC Colorado game, you would have LeBron and Bronny James gonna be there? Jay there. Snoop there. Lil Wayne making a second trip in less than 2 weeks. DJ Khaled coming all the way from Miami. He coming down there to the game. Matthew McConaughey. Anybody that knows Matthew McConaughey, as soon as you know he's a Texas dude. University of Texas. All day, every day. He at the game. You think he would have been there if it wasn't for Coach Prime? Will Ferrell. It's because of Coach Prime, that's why they did. And that's a testament of what Coach Prime is building already. It's a testament. When you look at the game, though, USC should win this game, in my opinion, quite easily. USC got the better offensive line. They got the better defensive line. They got the better receivers. USC got better skilled players than Oregon. And they got the best quarterback. And they got a better O-line. And they got a better D-line. What you think should happen? For Colorado to win this game, their offensive line needs to play one of their best games. And what I mean by that, I'm not just talking about pass protection. As someone who had to hit the sled, you got to be able to run block. You got to be able to, they got to run the ball. I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks now. Since we started Hit the Sled, when I started this, when we start doing our Colorado previews, I've been saying Colorado got to run the ball. The offensive line, by any means necessary, they got to run the ball. And I believe the offensive coordinator, the running back coach, the offensive assistants, they have to come up with a better way for them to be able to run the ball. Colorado is last in the NCAA in rushing, D1 football. Can't run the ball. They too one-dimensional. You cannot beat a good team being one-dimensional. It's too much on Shador. I've been saying this for the last couple weeks. Can't do it. Can't do it. You got to run the ball. Defensively, they got to create turnovers. They got to turn Caleb over. They got to get Caleb either on some fumbles or they got to be optimistic. They got to be a defense that gets some fumbles, gets a strip, gets some interceptions. They got to be that type of defense. They got to get their offense multiple possessions. And when they get those possessions, they got to score. Not field goals, touchdowns. They got to be ahead going. Colorado has to be ahead going in the fourth quarter for them to have a chance to win this game. They got to turn Caleb Williams over. They got to turn USC over. They got to get turnovers. That's the only way they're going to be able to win this game. Because USC got flat out. They got the better offensive line. They got the better defensive line. They got the better skilled players. And they got the better quarterback. There's no doubt in my mind that Colorado can compete. If they run the ball, they're going to be able to compete. But if they cannot run the ball, if they can't run the ball, they're not going to be able to do nothing with them boys. They're not going to be able to. So my opinion, unfortunately, I'm picking USC to win this game. And I support Caleb. Caleb is from D.C. He's one of our own. Went to Gonzaga. He's one of our own, man. I support Caleb, but we all want Coach Prime to win, man. We all supporting Colorado. We all support Colorado. So, unfortunately, got to go with USC. I think USC going to get the win. You know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Colorado because as they move further into the college football season, because this is only week 4. They got 8 more games left after this week. Are they going to have the depth? Are they going to have the manpower to stay with it? There's some wins for them down the road, but that Pac-12, y'all, that Pac-12 is it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. Like we talked about before, they can beat Stanford. They can beat Cal kind of shaky with Arizona State. I watch Arizona State. Arizona State pretty good. They can beat Arizona. USC, because they got that freshman Dante Moore, who by the time Colorado gets to him, he would have developed even more. He's going to Dante Moore is going to be the real deal. Out of Detroit, should be at the University of Michigan right now. I'm heartbroken over that, man. I wish he was with us. Because if he was with us, we win a national championship. No doubt about it. Young and he's that good. Dante, just watch out for him at UCLA. He's going to be that good. So as we move on to the next games, my Wolverines, Michigan at Nebraska. First road game, hostile territory. Nebraska's, they coming along. Defense is pretty good. Defense is still holding up. Defense still making plays. They still being aggressive. Their quarterback is going to run the ball about 800 times. It's just Nebraska's rebuild mode. So we got to come in and handle our business. Don't play around with these boys. Get them out the way early. Take care of business. So I got my Wolverines on this one. Our first road game of the year. We're going to see, play hard. We 17 points under favorites. Just that don't matter. But, we should go in there. Vegas know what they talking about. So we should go in there and handle our business. We really should. Should go in there and handle our business. My second game you need to keep an eye on is this Kansas at Texas game. Texas flying. Texas playing really well. Texas doing their thing. But here's the thing about Texas. The last couple years, these are the games that Texas lose. These are the games. And Kansas got a quarterback, y'all. Kansas got a quarterback. His name escapes me right now. He can play. He can play. So they ain't scared. Kansas is not scared. Kansas feels like they can go into Texas and get that win. And they rank. They ranked 24th, I believe. 24th in the country. Texas is not scared. So they're going to come in there, and these are the games. If Texas is who they want us to believe they are, they will beat Kansas. Not to say, I'm not saying that they're supposed to blow them out. Now, that's not what I'm saying. But they should handle their business. They should beat Kansas. They should beat Kansas. If Texas the number 3, if they want us to believe that they are who we think they are, they should handle their business. The next game is this Georgia-Auburn game. It's Georgia's first road game. Kirby versus Hugh Freeze. Listen, Georgia got all the talent. First road game though. Jordan Head. That's a hostile territory. That's a tough place to play. Hugh Freeze, in his first incarnation with Ole Miss, used to get big wins like this. He used to sneak big wins every year. He used to sneak in a couple wins against Saban. Snuck a couple wins against, always would get a win here or there against somebody he shouldn't have beat. I don't know. We're gonna see Auburn for the first time. This is something to see right here. Let's see how Georgia handles first road game, hostile territory. Let's see Hugh Freeze what he comes up with. My fourth game is LSU at Ole Miss. The reason why I picked this one, I want to just see if LSU is still building upon after that loss they had against FSU, against Florida State. I want to see if LSU is building. Because they lost early against a very good team in Florida State. Are they able to bounce back from this? Are they going to be able to bounce back? Are they going to be able to continue building upon what they've been doing the last couple of weeks? So we're going to see Ole Miss came from a loss against Alabama, which they should have played better. I'm sure they disappointed. So this week coming in practice, they like, man, we could get these boys. So we're about to find out. And my last game is Notre Dame against Duke. Notre Dame gave that game away against the Buckeyes. They gave it away. Let's see how Notre Dame bounced back. Let's see how Marcus Freeman gets these boys up and going. Because last year, his first year, they had some bad losses. They lost to Ohio State, turn around the next game, lose to Marshall. They let that Ohio State game beat them twice. So let's see how Notre Dame bounces back against Duke. Duke is no pushover, and this game is at Duke. They're gonna be ready. Duke is not. They ain't no pushover. That coach right there at Duke, he's a very good coach, and they're talking about he can be up for the Michigan State job. He's not a slouch. He's not a slouch. So we're gonna see, man. But thank you so much, everybody, for checking me out. Hit the sled. Hey, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube page. Check me out. I'm here. Hit the sled. Hey, I really appreciate y'all checking me out. And not only that, we got a lot coming down the line. A lot coming. There's going to be a lot of enhancement stuff going on with what we trying to do. Appreciate y'all, man. Stay with us. Hit the sled. We coming. Appreciate y'all.